Seeing a recall alert for your toddler's food is stressful. Seeing the words plastic contamination attached to it is enough to make any parent freeze in the grocery aisle. Recently, Peter Rabbit Organics fruit pouches hit the news with exactly that warning. This recall covers specific PT Organics pouches sold nationwide at Target, Kroger, and Meijer stores between March and July of 2026. Headlines move fast, and they tend to focus on the worst-case scenario. But if you have a box of these pouches in your pantry right now, we need to look at the objective data to understand the actual risk. This graphic shows the nationwide footprint on the left, covering thousands of stores. But on the right, you'll see the most important data point. There have been exactly 0 reported injuries or illnesses connected to this recall. The gap between a scary headline and 0 actual injuries gives us breathing room. It means you don't need to indiscriminately throw away every pouch your child eats. Instead, you can take a few minutes to methodically audit your pantry. The first step is understanding what plastic contamination actually means in this specific case. This is not about toxic chemicals leaching into the puree, and it's not about invisible microplastics. The issue stems from an isolated supply chain error. A packaging supplier realized they had a single production run of defective pouches, which triggered the recall. Here is an illustration showing what actually went wrong. A physical strand of soft, food-grade plastic became detached and stuck to the inside seam of the pouch. Because of its size and shape, that piece of plastic creates a strict physical choking hazard for a toddler eating directly from the spout. Knowing the defect is mechanical changes how you approach the problem. You aren't dealing with an invisible toxin. You are looking for a highly specific physical object that managed to slip past the assembly line. To definitively isolate any dangerous pouches, we can use a strict 4-step pantry audit. This diagram maps out the checklist. We start right at the top with flavor. The manufacturer recalled one specific flavor profile, banana and strawberry. But there is a very common labeling trap here that trips parents up. The company also sells a pouch with the exact same ingredients in reverse order, strawberry banana. That strawberry banana pouch has a different barcode, ending in 010100, and is completely separate from the defective production run. It is completely safe to eat. Mixing up the flavor order wastes money. If you throw away the strawberry banana pouches, you are tossing out perfectly good food. If you do have the banana and strawberry flavor, flip the pouch over. We need to check 2 specific production markers on the back. First, match this exact barcode sequence. 815367 010780. But the barcode alone doesn't make it dangerous. Pair it with a specific code just to the right. Look for a single digit on the side seam, lane number 4. That number identifies the exact machinery on the assembly line that produced the defective plastic thread. A pouch is only defective if it has both the correct barcode and lane number 4. Taking 5 to 10 minutes to physically inspect these seams gives you pinpoint accuracy. You get to keep your kitchen stash intact, saving your grocery budget for the week. The final confirmation step is checking the best before dates stamped onto the packaging. Here are the exact dates in 2027 tied to the defective batch: January 19th and 20th, March 17th and 18th, and May 14th and 15th. These dates aren't random. They represent the exact days the compromised packaging run moved through the Lane 4 assembly machine. If you have a banana and strawberry pouch from Lane 4, but the date is older or newer than these 6 days, the product is completely fine. Checking these dates acts as your ultimate fail-safe. You can discard the defective window of pouches while confidently retaining the bulk of your purchase. Once you confirm you have a defective pouch, this flowchart breaks down your remediation options. For a time-poor caregiver who values immediate safety and convenience over a small financial loss, the trash is the optimal path. Tossing the pouch into the garbage eliminates the choking risk immediately, avoiding the friction of a store return. The alternative path is for the budget optimizer, particularly if you bought several boxes of these pouches at once. To get a full refund, bring the affected items back to the customer service desk at Target, Kroger, or Meijer, or call PT Organics directly. Both options achieve total safety for your child. Your decision simply comes down to a personal trade-off. Would you rather spend the time running an errand or recover the financial cost of the pouch? Let's be entirely clear about the final safety rule. Under no circumstances should you feed an identified defective pouch to a child. But we also need to view the manufacturer's response in context. PT Organics initiated a voluntary recall quickly after their supplier flagged the error. They weren't reacting to a forced government shutdown. The Food and Drug Administration is currently tracking this market withdrawal to ensure the company follows through with the process. A proactive, highly targeted recall like this demonstrates that their supply chain monitoring system actually works. Once you've cleared your pantry of the specific defective batch, you can confidently continue feeding your children other unaffected pumpkin tree products.